Alrighty, video 0. So I just kind of want to go over how we're going to break this down in the flow, what's going to be happening, just kind of at the higher level. So I love drawing, I love whiteboards because pictures help communicate ideas better, in my opinion. So this would be video 0000. What we want to do first is basically get the data, and how I'm going to do that is use FinHub. There are a couple of other free APIs, Alpha Vantage and Polygon IO, and I think Alpaca is a pretty good one. Man, I love drawing, but my brain works faster than my hand. So I think all of these have free plans. I'm not affiliated with any of these, so it might be actually beneficial to, start with one, and as our need rises, start switching to others or including others, so we can kind of filter data down, figure out which one does it better, and ride free plans. Because no one's got $1,000 a month to throw at this yet, I guess, maybe yet, but whatever. So we got to get our data anyways. The first couple videos, what we want to do is get the symbols. This will give us our list of stocks that we want to look at, and I've already peeked ahead, and we're dealing with about 27,000. This includes OTCs and ETFs and actual common stocks. So we'll want to filter these down into something more manageable. And in order to do that, we're going to need to get some information from these symbols and actually pull some stock data. Because it's these two things that are going to help us determine what we want. Now, we don't want to process all of these, but we're going to kind of have to. I think we can get rid of OTCs right off the bat and ETP, or electronic traded funds. Because at this time, let's just look at common stocks and then add to it. So for the stock data, we're going to want volume. Volume is going to be very important. I'm going to look for something greater than 1 million. Higher volume, the better. The more probability that stocks are going to move a direction. The lower volume is more uncertainty. And yeah, so volume is going to be really important. From the information side, the market cap and the shares are going to be extremely important as well. We probably don't want to be trading caps in a couple 100 million, because it's good when you're on one side. If you can get in on a stock that's the cap is only 100 million and someone adds 100 million in there, your share price is almost going to double at that moment. See GameStop and AMC. Once all that money got poured in there, that share price went up because the shares are limited, and that's the whole buy sell economics, especially when we see offering and stuff like that. So after we get this data, then we'll basically have a nice set of things that we can work with. Then we'll start our daily downloads. From our downloads, we can start going into rules. I have a nice plan that I found out from analyzing this data. I call it VIP. It's not very important or anything like that, but it stands for volume impulse plays. That I've noticed some specific activity on the volume and impulse that is actually pretty accurate when it comes to how the impulse act and predicting prices about 5 days out. So using lagging indicators to predict the price where it lands in 5 days is pretty freaking awesome when it comes to investing, shorting, and both shorts and longs. So after we get all these rules and, we can get more algorithms in, maybe we'll add super trend, pretty basic ATR, average true range type trend. But then we are going to want to add more data to this. Splits, earnings, and dividends. News, and especially offerings. Holy crap. Offerings always make that stock drop. Splits, good or bad. These are good plays. All these are risky plays. ERs, I am very convinced that 100% of the time ERs go down. Dividends, days before dividends, you start seeing rises. News will help us get in or out as quickly as possible in any trades that we're in and things like that. So this is going to be a very long process right here, especially when it comes to how this system is designed, creating decisions and processing the data and optimizing it. But once we get a nice base in place, then we can start adding more data to this system and get cleaner results. So this is the intro video overview, what we're going to be doing. Oh, and one more thing on Twitch. I will be doing, not daily because plays don't show up daily, but overview of a challenge account I have that has about 1,000 in it. And we're going to go over some of the plays that these rules are telling us to do and their status. See if we can make some changes to get the higher percent accuracy. We're not looking for, let me go back to serious mode. We're not looking for plays every single day. We don't want to make money every single day per se. I know it sounds kind of weird, but we're looking for A+ plays. We're looking for the guaranteed plays. I would rather, have 2 trades a week that resulted in 5 or, even 2% of my entire portfolio in gains if I knew it was 90% plus win rate. Because if it's not that high, and we're making these investments, there's a huge chance that we're going to be losing that money. And I don't want to go on that chance. I want more of a sure thing than I want a gamble. So that's why we need to know when ERs and dividends are coming up programmatically to avoid those massive drops or try to capitalize on those massive spikes. So we'll try to grab some historical earnings and go from there. But that is the beginning of this crazy adventure in using this system. Thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.